Are we live as well? Okay. So how many students are there in the class? Okay. Let the students come in. Let me check the YouTube as well. So, good evening. So basically, first of all, tell me your names, yaar. What are your names? And where do you belong from? Right? So we'll study and all, right? Everything will be there. So welcome HOMI batch, chemistry and everything else. But tell me your names, like where are you from and what is your name and what is going on? Like coming straight from 10th class to 11th class, right? Aditya, Lakshya. Lakshya is from Delhi. Lakshya, I am also from Delhi. Aditya, where are you from? Sri Harini, Pradyut, Dhruv, Gujarat, Niharika. Okay. Shomu? Shomu, what is the meaning of your name? Tanisha, Vijay from Hyderabad. Okay. Eknoor Kaur, Punjab. Good. Arnav. My name is Naisha. Naisha, okay. I am in Malaysia. But I am from Pune. I am doing Cambridge syllabus. So you are joining from Malaysia, Naisha. That's nice. Akshat. Hriday. Ayushi. Okay. Srinagar. So Mohammed is from Srinagar. Siali is from Maharashtra. Nargis from Hyderabad. Okay, hello. So hi to everyone on YouTube as well. So on YouTube also you can, all those who are watching at YouTube or on YouTube, you can also interact with me, right? So Vaishnav, okay. So basically today is your first class, HOMI 2028 batch, starting from chemistry. So how are you all feeling? Is it fine? Are you all overwhelmed, feeling good, feeling excited for this new adventure? What is it? Chennai, okay, Bilaspur. Riddhi from Pune. Okay, a lot of students are from Pune. Vaishnav is from Pune. Excited. Okay. So how is it been, like jumping from 10th? Is it like overwhelming? Are you scared? Are you like uncertain about the journey ahead of you? Right? And first of all, congratulations to all of you. Okay, because you have decided to take a path which is taken less by people. A lot of people go to engineering and medical and all of that stuff, but you have decided to become a scientist. So just congratulate yourself first of all. Okay, so curious. Kartike from Visakhapatnam, Maharashtra. Okay, finally feeling free from 10th board. Okay. Hi to everyone on YouTube as well. Savan Singh. Okay, Savan. Good. So basically, let me tell you about myself. Okay, those who have not seen the faculty introduction video. Okay, so I'll just tell you about myself a bit. Okay, I won't go very deep into it, but so that you just know about it. Okay. Sayati, hello Sayati. So basically, so my name is Nitesh. First of all, those who don't know my name, I am Nitesh, and I am from Delhi. So those who are from Delhi, so we are just neighbors, and who are from north as well, like Haryana or something like that. So we are neighbors only. So obviously, I am taking chemistry class, so I am your chemistry faculty, right? And I have done my BSc in Physical Sciences from Zakir Hussain Delhi College. It comes under the DU, Delhi University. It is the oldest college of Delhi University, okay, and one of the most prestigious colleges of Delhi University. So basically in BSc Physical Sciences, they teach us all three of the subjects, chemistry, physics and maths, right? And after that, I have pursued my MSc in chemistry from IIT Roorkee. So IIT Roorkee is also not one of the, but it is the oldest IITs. So oldest college of Delhi University and oldest IIT. So I have some connection with the old things, right? So what do you have the expectations from this class, from this HOMI batch, from your 11th class? Like, what are you all feeling? Just interact with me. Okay, you can interact with me. You can also unmute yourself. There is a hand raise option. So if anyone wants to unmute themselves and want to talk to me directly, you can do that. I will accept the unmute request. So how are you all feeling? What do you think will happen in this course? Good. AIR1 IAT. Lakshay, that's good, that's good. Conceptual clarity, okay. 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 So, okay, let me see on YouTube. Namaste yaar, namaste. Rishabh, namaste. I'm doing good yaar. Siddharth yaar, अरे सिद्धार्थ कहाँ से? Okay. So, I'm doing good. You feel so good after taking science. Okay, that's good. Happy to master the subjects. AIR1 IIT, to have conceptual clarity and not only ace exams but also fall in love with the subject. That's good, Nargis. That's good. Curiosity, Anvesha. That's good. After 2 years, I will be in IISc Pune. Yeah, you will be in IISc Pune and even better colleges than IISc Pune. Like any college that you will want. Just be sincere, be consistent. You will be there. Okay. Sir, will the classes here clash with our 11th classes? Adarsh, the classes of HOMI batches will not clash with your 11th school classes. Our classes timings are from 5:30 to 8:40, right? So basically 5:30, the timings are such that your school classes don't coincide with your SciAstra classes, right? So you will do the school in morning, in afternoon. You will come back by the afternoon. You will attend the classes in the evening, right? You simply want to serve the nation, to learn new things and enter IISer. That's good. So let's move forward. Okay. AC chala nu. Okay. So let's move forward. So in this class, this is the first class. So let me tell you very bluntly and very clearly, we will not be studying that much in this first class. We will take it very slow. We'll just see about things. We will just see about what you are going to get in this batch, and we are going to set some rules, some guidelines for the coming batch, so that me and you can go hand in hand, can work hand in hand and can produce the best results, right? Okay, Adarsh. Basically, your name is Arya. Okay. So, good evening to everyone on YouTube as well. Namaste, yaar. Namaste. Okay. So, basically, these are the general guidelines of your class. Okay. So, first of all, tell me, how is my handwriting? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it fine? What is it? So, these are the general guidelines. I'll just tell you the general guidelines. You have to just follow these guidelines for my classes at least. And I'm a very, humorous teacher. I'm not strict. I'm not, that old school type of teacher who will come and who will tell you to open your notebooks and just study. I will be very fun with you, but provided that you are following these general guidelines. Okay. Eligible. Surya is saying eligible. Writing is eligible. Okay. So first of all, I'm just like your elder brother, right? Okay. So you can also call me Bhaiya. You can call me sir. You can call me Bhaiya. Whatever you want to call me, you can call me. Okay. It's fine. Okay. So let's talk about these points. Okay. Just listen to me carefully. So basically, the first point is attendance. So your attendance should be proper. Your attendance should be full in the classes. Why am I saying that? Because right now, if you can see the attendance of your batch, there are 47 to 50 students right now in the batch, and some are there on YouTube as well. They will also join or whatever. So basically, if among these all students, okay, those students who will attend the classes regularly and will revise regularly, will do the concepts regularly, they will already be far ahead than those who are inconsistent, who are not attending the classes, first of all. Secondly, if you are not attending the classes regularly, then some topics will be left in between, and if some topics will be left in between, then the further topics, the next topics, won't be understandable, right? You won't be able to understand those. Then you will cause problems for yourself and in the class as well, right? So just don't do that. Attend the classes. Daily you have 2 classes, right? First from 5:30 to 7:10. Second from 7:10 to 8:40. So daily you have 2 classes. You just have to attend 2 classes regularly. That's it. It's not that difficult. I'm not telling you to do anything advanced. I'm not telling you any rocket science. I'm just telling you simple formula for success. Attend the classes regularly and revise regularly. That's it. Okay. Is this fine? The second one is interaction. So my classes are based on interaction. So I'm not that kind of teacher who will just come and speak and you will listen and you will go. So I need proper interaction in the class. So this is one of the most important points. Okay. So even if you are a very introvert person, you don't want to talk to me, at least you can say yes, no, clear, not clear. Am I right? Tell me. Every day you will have class Monday to Saturday. Tell me yes or no. You can at least say yes or no to me. Right? You can at least tell me that bhaiya, this is not clear, that bhaiya, I didn't understand this, please explain again. You can at least say that. I'm not asking for, too much from you. Right? Yeah. Just like this, you are saying, yes, sir, okay. So at least this much interaction you can show me. This much respect you can show me. Because I won't be able to work if you won't be interacting with me. I'm not that kind of person. My classes are interactive. Okay. So if you are not interacting, I won't be, I won't be feeling like taking the class. Okay. So please, this is the first and last request on the first day itself. Keep the classes interactive. You want to have humor, you want to have fun, you can do that, but interact. Okay, you want to say yes, no, whatever, just interact. Whenever I ask something, just interact. I'm very fun-loving guy, I'm very, chill kind of guy. So keep the class in that way. Okay, I don't like silence. Okay. The blur will be resolved, don't worry. Okay, everyone on YouTube also I think is understanding. Okay, so this is one of the most important guidelines of my classes. I don't know about other mentors, but be interactive with me, at least with me. Okay. Surya, you will miss the second class of every day due to another sport. Surya, the second class of every day will be mine only. So you will be missing my classes every day. Okay, no problem. Okay. The third point is doubts. So whenever you are having doubts, how to tackle them? First of all, you have to resolve those doubts then and there only. But there is a way to ask doubt. Learn to take the classes first. If I am explaining something here, for example, I am explaining, and you are writing doubts there, how will I, see the doubts? Right? There is no, logic of that. But the point is, when I will explain one topic, I will come to you. I will ask, is there any doubt? Then is the right time to write your doubts in the comment section, in the chat. So all your doubts will be resolved at that point, not while I am explaining something. First of all. Secondly, if I am explaining a particular topic and you are, asking doubt of some other irrelevant topic, that does not make any logic. So my suggestion to you is, be focused in the class, stick to the topic which is being covered in the class. You have doubts regarding any other topic, you can, approach me at some other time. Okay, but not in the middle of the class when I am explaining something else, because that will disturb my flow as well as other students' flow as well. Is this understandable? Yes or no? Tell me. And third thing, all those HOMI 1.0 and 2.0 students, if you incur any doubt, you can use SciAstra AI to solve your doubts. You also have discussion groups where there are other colleagues as well. So you can discuss with them as well for your doubts. And for HOMI 3.0, you have SciAstra AI, you have discussion groups, you have personal doubt mentors as well. So HOMI 3.0 should ask their doubts, like not in the class, but after the class, if they incur any doubts, they should go to their personal mentors. And for HOMI 1.0 and 2.0, they should go to SciAstra AI, they should go to discussion groups. Even after that, their doubt is not resolved, then come to me in the class. So I will resolve your doubts. Okay? Are these points valid? Are these points logical? Am I talking anything illogical? Just yes or no. Aman, I'm coming to that, Aman. Aman is asking, do you guys actively need to make notes regularly in the class, or the notes will be provided, what it is? I will come to you, don't worry. Okay. Valid, right? So my points are valid. Okay. Fourth point is humor and disrespect. So like I said, I'm a very fun-loving guy. in my classes you will encounter a lot of humor, a lot of sarcasm, a lot of roasting. That's for sure. Don't go on my looks. Okay, my looks are very intimidating. I look very serious, but I'm not. Okay, but the point is, classes will be humorous, classes will be filled with sarcasm, but there should be no disrespect. Even if you are having fun with me, even if you are passing some humorous comments, even if you are doing fun, even if you are making sarcasm, just don't disrespect me or anyone else. I won't also disrespect you, but you should also not disrespect me or any other of your colleague or students. Is this fine? Because this is a respectful environment, right? We are having fun, but we should not disrespect anyone. So this is the point that I'm, telling firstly, like beforehand only. Okay. Sir, are our doubt mentors the same as our counselors? Naisha, that I don't know. That you should, speak to SciAstra support. I'm not sure about the counselor and doubt mentors part. So you should speak to SciAstra support for that. So it will be resolved. Okay. The fifth point is punctuality. So if my class is, started at 7:10. Okay, is it blur? Okay. So if my class is starting from 7:10, you should be present at 7:10 or 7:08. Okay. If you are coming at 7:20 and then you are telling me that, bhaiya, please explain this again, I have missed this and all that stuff. So it will waste my time as well as your time as well as other students' time. So that is not, required. Until and unless it's a genuine reason, you are late for some genuine reason, I can totally understand that. So this point will not be valid then. But in 95% of the cases or 99% of the cases, just try to be as punctual as you can. I will also try to be as punctual as I can. If my class is from 7:10, I will try to start it from 7:10 surely. And you should also be punctual. Okay? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, I will tell about class recordings as well as notes. Don't worry. Don't worry. Now, discussion groups, I told you. So there are particular discussion groups. So you can go and you can discuss with your colleagues. But, always remember to make a safe and make a respectful environment. Don't just go from your discussion group and, start, privately texting someone without their consent or something like that. Okay? This is a safe environment. You are here to study, so focus on studying only. If you are going in discussion groups to discuss, so focus on discussions, focus on your studies. If I find any student making any nuisance, I will ban him or her from the SciAstra community, I am telling you. I am not strict, I am very fun-loving guy until and unless I want to be. Okay? So don't make me angry. That's the thing. Okay? So be respectful. Okay? Okay. Next, there are two other points that you guys told me. One is notes. So let's come to notes. Okay. Okay. Someone is asking on YouTube, as PCM student, will this lecture be enough for IIT? I'm coming to that. Don't worry. Just stay tuned. I'm coming to that. Let me discuss this. Okay. So notes, basically, you have seen my handwriting, right? So if you will get these notes, these are also sufficient for you. You will get the recorded PDF, right? After each and every lecture, the PDF of whatever has been taught will be uploaded on your app. Secondly, I will still encourage you to make your own notes, because when you will write yourself, you will understand much more, first of all. But there are some students who don't know how to make notes and who don't even want to learn. So these notes are enough for me. My notes will have very good structure. You will come to know in the coming classes. They will be very good in terms of structure because of my own nature. Because when I study, I study while writing. I can't study without writing. So I know from the childhood only how to make good notes. So these notes for chemistry will be sufficient for you, but I will still encourage you to write your own notes, and all the questions that we are solving, you have to solve on the paper. Even if you are not making any notes and there is some question that I have given you, you have to solve it on the paper with pen. That's mandatory. Okay. Lakshay, about the SciAstra Gold recordings, just contact the support because I'm not sure about it, so I don't want to give any wrong advices. Okay. Okay, Rishi, it will not be blurred. Okay, don't worry. It happens because when I make any motions, so camera tries to adjust. So obviously I will try to move a bit. So it will be fine. Don't worry. This last point is your class recordings. Class recordings. Okay, so after I will teach or any mentor will teach, the same class will be recorded. It will be recorded by our software and it will be uploaded on your SciAstra app. Okay, so you can go to your SciAstra app. There will be a section of there will be separate sections of each and every subject: chemistry, physics, bio, maths, and there will be a separate section of live class recording as well. So you can get to the recordings from there. So you will get the recordings as well as the notes. So don't worry about that. Okay. Okay. So now about the PCM students and the coverage of the chapters and all of that stuff. So I can't say about other mentors. Okay, so you will get to know in their classes, but I can say about chemistry. So I will be covering the entire chemistry for 11th, whether it is IIT, whether it is NEST, whether it is NCRT, CUET, your JEE Mains, JEE Advanced, NEET, whatever. So you are coming to my class, you are going after learning everything. So I will make sure that after seeing my videos, after attending my class, you will not have the need to attend any other classes or to see any other videos on YouTube or anything else. That's my promise. So chemistry is chemistry, concept is concept. If I am teaching you, I will teach you everything. Okay. So obviously, but that means that I will teach you a lot. Okay. So if you want to study a lot, you are welcome in my class. Okay. Apart from the books SciAstra provides, do we need any other reference books? Yeah, Adarsh. Apart from the books that SciAstra provides, first of all, my lectures are very much sufficient for chemistry. So my notes will be very much sufficient for chemistry. Apart from that, the book that I will be following, I will tell you, it is Cengage. So Cengage Chemistry is the book that I will be following. So let's move on to the schedule. I will tell you, okay, don't worry. So the book that I will be following is Cengage Chemistry plus NCRT. Okay. And there are some other books, but mainly Cengage Chemistry and NCRT I will be following. So you can also follow those books if you have. Other than Cengage or NCRT, for organic, if you want, MS Chauhan is a good book. I don't remember the spellings. If they are wrong, then forgive me. Then in physical, P. Bahadur is there. Then I won't write any physical book, but P. Bahadur is a good book. You can also refer to that. For inorganic, J.D. Lee is a book that you can refer. So these are the books that I have written. It does not mean that if you are not doing these, you are behind someone and someone is doing these, he is far ahead from you. That does not mean that. I am covering whole Cengage and NCRT, which means if you are sincerely attending my lectures and following my lectures, you will cover whole of Cengage and NCRT. And that is more than enough for each and every entrance exam at 11th and 12th level for chemistry. Okay, apart from Olympiads. Olympiads I will see, but I'm not, promising anything. But these things are not sufficient for Olympiads, I'm telling you. So if you are going to appear for Olympiads, then there are specific books for Olympiads. Okay, so these books are sufficient for JEE, NEET, IAT, NEST, NCRT, CUET, everything. Okay. And yeah, I will be teaching Cengage and NCRT. Okay, but Avasti and VK Jaiswal, MS Chauhan, so these are good books. So you can, if you have the resources, if you want to follow, you can. If you don't, just want to follow my lectures, those are more than sufficient. That's my promise to you. Okay. Okay, good evening, yeah, good evening, good evening, good evening. Are Animesh, you are also there. Okay, so basically let's move on to the schedule of your whole HOMI batch, like how we'll be moving forward with chemistry. Okay, so basically we'll start with your first chapter, which is SBC and stoichiometry. SBC means some basic concepts of chemistry and stoichiometry. So don't give a lot of preference or a lot of concentration on this number of lectures. This can be variable. I've just written approximate number of lectures for this. So don't come to me ki bhaiya you told that this chapter will be over in 8 lectures, but you have completed it in 7 lectures or you have taken 9 lectures. It does not matter. My concern is to cover all the things that I am going to cover, and if it is taking 8 lectures or 9 lectures or 10 lectures, that is what matters to me. Okay. So first chapter will be SBC and stoichiometry. Apart from the college and the online classes, how much time on average should I spend to study physics per day? Kartikeyan, it depends. If your physics is weak, if it is strong, right now, at the starting of 11th, my suggestion to you people is to give equal time to each and every subject and see for next 1 month which subject you feel is a bit problematic for you. So the subject that is problematic for you, I would suggest to give more time to it, and the subject, there will be some subject which will be problematic for you, then there will be some subject which will be easier for you. So the subject which will be easier for you, give some less time to that and give its time to the subject which is problematic for you. Simple, right? Good evening Arya, good evening. Okay, so after SBC, we are going for periodic classification. After periodic classification, we will come to chemical bonding. So this is your, inorganic type of stuff, periodic and chemical bonding. Then we'll go to pure physical. Physical will start from your atomic structure. After atomic structure, we'll do chemical equilibrium. After chemical equilibrium, ionic equilibrium. After ionic equilibrium, states of matter. States of matter was not included in the syllabus earlier, but this year NEST has included gaseous state in its syllabus, and I have told you that I'm already teaching for JEE and all as well. So in JEE, states of matter is also there, right? And state of matter can also be combined with thermodynamics. So it's one and the same thing, right? So thermodynamics is also very important. Then after this, physical will be over. Then we'll start with organic, which is problematic for most of the students, but that is my promise. If you are attending my lecture seriously, you will love organic. I am telling you. Just come regularly to the class, attend it, revise after the class, you will love organic. There will be not a single problem in organic. That's my promise to you. Okay. Yeah, Mohammed. These classes will cover the syllabus for state boards, CBSE, NCRT, JEE Mains, IIT, NEST, whatever, NEET, right? So we'll start the organic with IUPAC nomenclature, then isomerism, then general organic chemistry, then we'll go to some depth and we'll cover reaction mechanism. So this is the most important chapter for your organic. If you understand reaction mechanism and this GOC, if you understand these two chapters, GOC and reaction mechanism, organic will be a piece of cake for you. Okay. Okay. Then we'll go to hydrocarbon, and after that, organic is almost over. A small topic of organic will be left, which will be quantitative and qualitative. I could have included here as well, but I will cover it after organic. Okay. Then we'll go to one of the biggest chapter of inorganic chemistry, which is S block. Okay. So S block, and hydrogen is also included in S block. Hydrogen is the S block element only. Okay. So this will be your schedule for your HOMI batch 2028 chemistry. Are there any doubts in this? Do you want any other approach? Do you think some other approach will be better for you? What do you think? Tell me. Organic chemistry is interesting but kind of confusing. Shri, it will not be confusing. That's my promise. Don't worry. Just be with me. Is regular reading of NCRT or any other book essential from the beginning? Because I'm occupied with my JEE prep already. Arya, regular reading of NCRT is not essential apart from, biology. So biology is a subject in which regular reading of NCRT is very essential. Here, if you are not reading NCRT, if you are just going through my lectures, it will be more than enough. Don't worry. Shali, I can speak in Hindi, but for Hindi, there is a English batch. So I will speak in Hindi in that batch. Okay, this is English batch. So here will the main language of conversation will be English. Okay. Kartikeya, you are weak in the calculation parts. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll see everything. This is just the beginning. Don't worry. Don't worry. You don't have to solve each and every problem today. Don't worry. Yeah, we are following the classes in this order only. Okay. SciAstra books be required for classes, or are they? SciAstra books are not required for classes. They are for revision. For classes, I will follow these two books: Engage Chemistry and NCERT. I have told you. Okay. Shally, I will give you the roadmap in the next class. Maybe. If the time will permit, I will give in this class or next class. Don't worry. Others will see when stoichiometry will come. We'll see how will we do the stoichiometry problems. Everything. Don't worry. Okay. Do you have a favorite topic in this syllabus? Okay, I will tell you my favorite topic in this syllabus. But before me, you have to tell your favorite topic first. Which is the favorite topic in this syllabus for you guys? I know you have not studied it, but maybe something might be, looking interesting to you, right? Really scared? Akshay, don't be. Don't be. I'm here. Just be with me. Don't be scared. Okay. Right now you are in 11th, 12th class. Why are you people scared? You will go to, IISers, you will go to NICERs, IIScs. Then what will happen? Organic chem, thermodynamics, atomic structure. Okay. Organic nomenclature. Majuli, nomenclature is your favorite. Thermodynamics, state of matter, chemical bonding. On YouTube as well. PD blocks. Ashia, P and D blocks. D block is in 12th class. P block only group 15 is in 11th class. Rest other groups are in 12th class. So I have decided that I will teach whole of the P block in your 12th class only. When you will come to Vikram batch next year, your P block will be over. Don't worry. Okay. I think regular school is best. Dummy schools, no. Just go to regular schools, enjoy your school life as well. School life is the best life, so do that as well, right? Okay. 11th and 12th can be and will be smooth to you, don't worry. Hydrocarbons, since I found carbon and its compounds really interesting. Periodic table necessary. Periodic table and chemical bonding. These are one of the most important topics of your entire 11th and 12th. You can say that periodic table is not very necessary in terms of questions, that questions are not asked that much from this, but it's not like questions are never asked from this, first of all. And chemical bonding is important in terms of questions as well, but the point is these two are very important to form your base, and GOC and reaction mechanism are very important to form your base of your organic. Okay. If anyone wants to switch to English batch, you can call to support and you can say that I want to switch to English batch. They will do it. Okay, don't worry. Okay. Naisha, you find periodic table a bit boring. I will promise you it won't be boring. Don't worry. You have not studied from me yet. Okay, don't worry. Okay. So my favorite topics are two in this: atomic structure, thermo. Okay, so these are my favorite topics in this, but in 12th class something is different, and in atomic structure as well, quantum is my favorite. Okay, not entire atomic structure, but quantum chemistry. Okay, so these are my favorite topics. Yeah, so basically now coming to the main question, which combination have you guys taken? PCB, PCM, PCMB, what is it? What is it? सर मुझे तो नेक्स्ट 2026 देना है, अभी जेई के बाद बहुत कम डेज बचे हैं. Vikas, so JEE is just like a revision of NEST only, na? Same topics are there in JEE and same are in NEST, right? So why are you afraid? PCMB, PCM, PCM, PCB, PCMB, PCMB, PCM, PCM, PCB. So I won't be like I'm not trying to intimidate the students who have taken PCB, but let me just ask one question from you. Are you able to see this question? Are you just able to see this question? Is this question visible? Just tell me yes or no. Is this question visible? Are you able to see this question? Now, yes, no, what is it? Yes. So basically, if the question is very bright, let's move to solution. Okay, let's, now is it visible? So the solution is this. See, now I'm going to solution. This is the solution. Are you able to see? Are you able to see all of this? And I have done this. This is my writing only. Okay. So I have done this on my tab, on my pad. Okay. So this is a 3-page solution. Are you able to see? So what do you think? Which subject this question belongs to? On YouTube as well. On YouTube as well. Which subject this question belongs to? What do you think? This is the solution. Huh? What do you guys think? Physics, mathematics, some are saying chemistry, maths. The syllabus of class 11th will be completed a HOMI batch, not on YouTube. On YouTube, first class is live only. Okay, we are not streaming each and every class on the YouTube. You have to take the complete HOMI batch if you want to study from SciAstra. Okay, so this was from quantum chemistry, and this was a question of IIT JAM. Okay, so IIT JAM is an entrance exam which you give to go for masters. Okay, so you are not the only students who are connected to me. There are other students as well who are connected to me. So one of my students sent me that question. Okay, and she told me that bhaiya, I'm not able to solve this, I'm not able to understand this, please do this. So after 2 years I attempted something like that and I was flabbergasted. Like, it was so much fun. So that whole entire question was chemistry question, and you see that how much is maths important. So those who have taken PCB, how will you do this question? How will you do this? And this is IIT JAM, but in NEST as well, in your IIT as well, in your JEE as well, there are a lot of questions which require a lot of maths. How are you planning to tackle that? I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to show you the reality. I'm trying to give you the fact check. Are you able to understand? Chorchika is saying, I'm really a very average student. Can I still become scientist if I worked hard? Chorchika, have you seen my faculty introduction video? I would just suggest you to see that. You will know that how average I was and I am, but I'm still here. So just see that. Please see that. Please, I'm requesting you. Please see that faculty introduction video on SciAstra Class 11th YouTube channel. Your chemistry faculty is being introduced. I'm kind of being interviewed there. So everything about my life is in that video. So just see that, please. Okay. Dhruv, apart from lectures, don't be scared. Don't be scared. I would suggest everyone who have taken PCB, if there is still time to change the stream, change it to PCMB if you can. It's a sincere suggestion I'm telling you for your own good only, because without maths, science is useless. Try to understand. Maths will be in physics, maths will be in chemistry. You won't be able to do it. You won't be able to do differentiations, integrations, anything. Right? So try to take maths. Obviously, you will be studying maths at SciAstra, but if you are taking at school as well, so there will be an external pressure of completing maths. So it will be better for you. So that's a sincere suggestion from my side. but you can follow whatever you want to, right? So these are the schedules, right? And I've told you the importance of maths as well. So now let's go to the class. Okay, should we start? So I will teach for 15, 20, 30 minutes max to max, and then we'll leave. So today's class is the first and the last class which I will be leaving before time. After this class, each and every of my class will be finished at time, or it might be extended. I'm not, trying to scare you, but that's the reality. So today's class is the first and last class which will be finished before time. Okay, so let's start. Apart from lectures, Dhruv, you should try to do more and more question practice, each and every one of you. Apart from lectures, you should try to do more and more question practice. You will get your DPPs. You have the option of SciAstra books, mastering chemistry, mastering maths, mastering biology, mastering physics books. You have the options of your DPPs. I've told you the books here, which I will be, covering, so you can refer to SciEngage for question practice. NCERT Exemplar is a very good book for question practice. MS Chauhan for organic question practice, JD Lee for inorganic question practice, P. Bahadur for physical question practice, whatever, right? But DPPs are enough. I'm telling you, if you want to refer to books, DPPs are enough. Then SciEngage, NCERT Exemplar. These books are more than enough. Even when after that, if you want to refer to any other book, that's your choice. Okay. So that you should do, and you should revise regularly. So if you are taking this class, after the class you should make it a habit before going to bed. Just revise in 10 to 15 minutes. You just see what has been taught today. Okay, this has been taught today, this has been taught today. Just revise before going to bed. It will be stuck in your mind subconsciously. That's a trick that you can follow to remember things very well. Okay. Okay, don't be scared. Don't be scared of maths. Next class is of Nishan sir, I think. Okay, so you can talk to him about maths. Okay, so what do you guys think about chemistry? What is chemistry? I will just take 30 minutes. This will be a quick intro of chemistry, nothing very advanced or something. What is chemistry? What is chemistry? What do you think? Is there a definition in your mind, or do you see it in some particular way? What is it? What are your qualifications? My qualifications are these here. These. I told you in the beginning of the class. Bachelor's from Zakir Hussain College, Delhi University, Masters of Chemistry from IIT Roorkee. I belong to Delhi. I have had my schooling in Delhi, and general guy who was very average at my time, average right now as well, but I know how to teach. That's it, right? Study of elements, study of matter. I'm asking what is chemistry. Akshat is saying tough subject. Okay. So, do you think that chemistry is the study of properties and behavior of matter? But what is matter? So matter is anything around you that is occupying some space and has some mass. For example, this pen. Are you able to see this pen? So this has some mass and it is occupying some volume, some space in your 3D dimension. So this will come in matter. And if I am going to study its properties and its behavior, it comes under chemistry. A part of science which can be very useful, fun to learn, study of materials, good experiments, experiences, yeah, Shri, that's good. Study of matter, its pattern, composition of things around us, basis of biology, yeah, sure. Fundamental properties of matter, right? So this is study of properties and behavior of matter. You can also say that it is the study of compounds made up of atoms, or I would say molecules, atoms, ions. So study of these compounds, the behavior of these compounds, the properties of these compounds, the reactions of these compounds, so all of this comes under chemistry. And finally, the study of, or I would use another pen, the study of chemical bonds. So all of these three things come under the chemistry part. Do you agree with me? Study of matter, yeah, sure. So do you agree with me? Everything is chemistry. So in short, if I have to tell you, everything in this universe, right from the atom that has made you, up to the solar system, up to the galaxy, black hole, whatever, everything is chemistry. Everything is chemistry. The soap you are using is chemistry. The food you are eating is chemistry. Basically, you are alive because of chemistry, because of the chemical reactions going on in your body. So I've always said that a chemist can understand a body, a human body, much better than a biologist, much better than a doctor, right? And that's the truth. Even my research was something related to biology as well, right? So whatever medications you see in the market, whatever treatments you see in the market, whatever machines that are used in the hospitals, behind those things chemists are responsible. Are you able to understand me? Okay, so then we can classify chemistry. So there are three types of chemistries basically, right? So first is your general chemistry. Second is your organic chemistry. Organic chemistry. And third and last one is inorganic chemistry. So can you tell me what is general chemistry? What do we study in organic chemistry? What do we study in inorganic chemistry? Just if you want to explain in 1 or 2 words, not like complete paragraphs, just 1 or 2 words. Shyly, if you want to make notes, make during the class, not at the end of the class. If you don't want to make notes, these will be provided to you via PDF, that's sure. But if you want to make it, make throughout the class, not at the end, okay? Okay, so basically, what do you think by these three? Like, what do we study in these three? Just 1 or 2 words, explain it. What about HOMI 2027? So HOMI 2027 is almost complete, right? Almost not, it is complete. So basically now you guys will be going into 12th, so you can upgrade your course, or I don't know about the specifications, but you can contact the support for that. But HOMI 2027 is complete already, okay? So basically in general chemistry, what do we study? We study the basic fundamental laws, and things like periodic table, things like chemical bonding, etc. So all these things like thermodynamics, like kinetics, like everything, these basic fundamental laws, formulas, periodic table, chemical bond, everything comes under your general chemistry, okay? And then organic chemistry, it's very simple, very simple. Organic chemistry is your study of carbon-based compounds. So all the compounds which are carbon-based are studied under this branch of chemistry, which is organic chemistry. So basically then inorganic chemistry, It will be the study of compounds which are not carbon based. Simple. So you can write inorganic chemistry is the study of compounds that are not carbon based. Like for example, salts, metals, non-metals like accept carbon and all, right? And your minerals and all that stuff. So it comes under inorganic chemistry. So this is basic generalization of chemistry, definition of chemistry, classification of chemistry, right? Yeah, so a lot of comments are there. Aditya has commented, Shri has commented, Nargis has commented, and all of you are correct in your own way. I'm just writing my point of view here. Okay, don't worry. So let's move on. So matter and building blocks. So I've told you what is matter. Matter is something, that has some mass and occupies some space. So if I have to write matter, wait, yeah. So matter is something that has some mass and occupies some space. But then what is the building block of matter? Like what is matter made up of? Do you guys know? It's just a one word. What is the building block of matter? Do you guys know? So on YouTube as well, you people can interact. Why are you silent? Just interact. Come on. Atoms. Okay, yeah. So basically, atoms are the building blocks of all matter. So it means any matter, like for example this pen is there. So basically it is made up of, when you will cut this pen, you will disintegrate this pen, the smallest unit that you will get from this pen is your atom. So it's just like the bricks. So when you integrate all the bricks together, you will form a building. So matter is your building, but the bricks are your atoms, right? So the analogy that you can use here is the atoms are like bricks of building, right? Right? Naisha, particle is a behavior. When I am saying particle, it means a behavior. There are two types of behavior, particles and waves. We will study that in atomic structure, don't worry. But atom is just a thing that you can understand. It is something that has mass, that has some space or whatever. The smallest entity of a matter is atom. Building block of a matter is atom. Yeah, we are coming to quarks. Arnav, we are coming to quarks. It will be interesting, don't worry. Don't worry. Okay. So then there are some things known as subatomic particles, right? Subatomic particles. So what do you think are subatomic particles? I told you that the smallest entity you will get while disintegrating the matter is your atom. But then what is subatomic particle? Doesn't this concern you? Neutrons, protons, electrons. Right. So quarks, bosons, electron, proton, neutron. So basically subatomic particles are the particles that make up an atom. So you can say the entities, I would say, the entities that make up an atom. Okay, so let's see which entities I'm talking about. If I'm saying that this is my atom, right? So first subatomic particle that I'm talking about is your proton. The second subatomic particle that I'm talking about is your electron, and third one is neutron. Okay, so we'll go into these in atomic structure, but I'm just giving you a general overview that proton is the positively charged subatomic particle, and I represent it like this. See, P positive, because there is a positive charge on proton. Okay. Electron, on the other hand, is a negatively charged subatomic particle inside the atom. So I represent it using E minus. And then neutron. So neutron is your neutral subatomic particle. It does not have any charge, not positive, neither positive nor negative, right? So basically represent it using N0. 0 means zero charge, neither positive charge nor negative charge, nothing, right? Right? Nargis. So Nargis is asking, if subatomic particles exist, why do we say that atom is, the smallest? Which is better, making notes or solving only questions? What is your opinion? My opinion is making your own notes is better. Nargis, next topic is that only. See the heading. Why are atoms the building blocks? So next heading is that only, but we are coming to that. Don't worry. So now let's come to exotic matter particles. Wait a second. Okay. So basically, I told you that atom is made up of proton, electrons and neutrons. But exotic particles, exotic subatomic particles are the particles inside the atom which are neither proton nor electron and nor neutron. Like the particles apart from these particles inside your atom are your exotic particles, exotic subatomic particles. So I will write this. So subatomic particles inside atom apart from your protons, neutrons, electrons. We will not go into much detail in these, but I will just give you an overview, okay, because these are not in your syllabus. It's just because, yeah, Vaishnav, you can write this. You can write this, don't worry. Okay, so basically, you must have heard about something known as quarks. Right? Then you must have heard something about leptons. I will just discuss this, don't worry. Then there are things like antimatter. Antimatter, right? Then there are exchange particles or bosons. Bosons or exchange particles. Okay, now you must be scared. Like, what are these terms? First of all, these are not in your syllabus. This is particle physics. Okay, so if you are going to do masters in physics, then you will come across these terms. And if you are taking courses of particle physics, only then you will go deep into these things. Otherwise you won't. Don't worry about that. Yeah, I'm talking about neutrinos, muons, and tauons. So basically those are leptons. Okay, so basically your quarks are the things that will make your protons and neutrons. So these protons and neutrons are themselves formed from quarks. So I will just write protons and neutrons. So basically there are 6 types of quarks: up, down, top, bottom, charm, strange. So we don't need to go into that. So protons are formed from 2 up and 1 down quarks. Neutrons are formed from 2 down and 1 up quarks. But these are, like, again, I'm talking about particle physics here. So we don't have to go very deep into it. I'm just writing it that protons and neutrons are made from quarks. Something is quark which makes your proton and neutron inside the atom. Okay. Then leptons. So leptons are the ones which make your electrons. So then again, leptons are of 3 types, basically tauons, muons, neutrinos, and all that stuff, right? But we don't need to go very deep into that. Then antimatter. So antimatter, so in your normal matter, for each and every subatomic particle, there is a particle which have the opposite characteristics of the subatomic particle, like opposite charge. For example, antiproton. For example, positron. So positron is an electron with a positive charge. I told you that the characteristic charge will be opposite. So positron will have all the properties of electron, but it will be positively charged. Antiproton will have all the properties of protons, but it will be negatively charged, right? So these are the things in antimatter. Okay. Antiproton is not an electron, it is a positively charged electron, you can say. Okay. Majuli is saying, aren't you chemistry teacher? How do you know particle physics? So physics was my favorite. When I was in school, when I was in college, till BSc level I have studied physics. So physics is a very strong part of me and it is favorite subject for me. Chemistry comes naturally to me. That's why I am a chemistry teacher. But physics is my favorite. Okay. So that is the thing. Graviton, yeah, I do believe in graviton. Don't worry. So then bosons and exchange particles. So I won't go very deep into it. It is just for you to understand. For example, there are 2 particles A and B, and A and B are attracting each other. So any kind of force that we see in our nature is because of these exchange particles, bosons. Like your electromagnetic force is because of your photons. Okay. So photon is a kind of boson. So photons. Then someone said gravitons. So your gravitational force is because of your gravitons. Okay. Then your W and Z bosons, which are responsible for your nuclear force, right? And then there is a Higgs boson. So Higgs boson is a God particle. So basically any particle which contains any mass. So proton has some mass, electron has some mass, neutron has some mass. So this mass is because these protons, electrons and neutrons contain Higgs boson. So Higgs boson is your God particle. Higgs boson, God particle. So this is just an overview. Just an overview. We are not going very deep into it, nothing like that. It's just so that you can understand about physics as well as chemistry. Positron and protons are different. See, proton has some other mass. Positron is positively charged electron. So it has the mass of electron, all the properties of electron, but a positive charge. So only charge on positron and protons are same. Rest other things are different. Okay. Leptron. So basically there is nothing to explain in leptron at this point. Leptrons are just 3 types of particles: muon, neutrinos, and what was it? Wait a second, I forgot. Yeah, basically tauons, right? So basically these three types of particles which form your electrons. For example, your muons is just an electron but with 200 times mass of electron. Okay, so it's just like that. Okay, so don't worry about that. We are not going very deep into it. Okay, so this was your about do these particles affect mass of the atom? Yeah, sure, sure. Not each and every one of them, but a lot of them. Like, but the only particle, basically the particle which is responsible for the mass is Higgs boson. Okay, that is the God particle. Okay, so let's move on to the question then. If matter is made up of atoms, and atom is made up of all these things, then why is atom considered the smallest entity of matter? Why is atom considered the building blocks? Can you tell me? I have heard of something like antineutrino. Antineutrino. I think it should be in antimatter only, but I'm not sure. I have also heard about it right now, but because it is anti, so it should come under the antimatter category. Okay, so what is the answer of this? Why are then atoms considered as the building blocks? So someone is saying smallest unit that participates in chemical reaction because protons, neutrons, electrons cannot exist on their own. Charge and what constitutes a charge. Okay. Charge only means that if anything contains a charge, like this is a charge, so it will produce an electric field. So charge means the ability to produce electric field or affected by electric field, like external electric field. Okay. Atoms may or may not exist independently. Maybe they can exist independently. Okay. Okay. So basically, first thing is because atoms are the smallest entity of any matter that retains the property of that matter, or I would say element. So atom is the smallest entity of any element that retains its properties. So basically what I want to say is, if you have a gold particle, or not gold, let's suppose this is your gold block. Okay, this is gold block, gold piece, gold coin, whatever. I tell you to disintegrate this gold piece. So the smallest thing, smallest entity that will retain all the properties of this gold, the color, the electrical conductivity, malleability, ductility, chemical reactions, whatever, the smallest entity that will retain these properties is atom. So if you disintegrate atom as well, you will just get electrons, protons and neutrons which won't contain the same properties as that of gold, first of all. That's why atoms are considered as the building blocks. First reason is that. Second reason. Adarsh, I think, said it correctly. The second reason is the protons, neutrons, electrons or any other subatomic particle, the most stable configuration or most stable state for them is atom. So they can't exist independently in nature. They will come as atom only. Okay, outside the atom they are unstable. So these electrons, protons, neutrons self-assemble in their most stable state, that is atom. That is why atom is known as the building block of matter. Are you able to understand now? Why we say that atoms are building blocks? Because of these two primary reasons. Okay. Okay. Is this understandable? Is this fine? Tell me. Stability of individual entity. Basically, there are a lot of factors for stability. We'll discuss that, or we'll discuss those factors along the batch. Don't worry. But for now, you can understand that anything that is stable will not disintegrate very fastly. Okay, it will be like that for some quite measurable time. Okay, if this pen is stable, you can see this pen through your eyes. It's not like it is disintegrating right now. It is stable, it is integrated, it is present in the nature. You can see it, you can touch it. So anything that is stable, it means that it is present in front of you, right? It is not disintegrating. Self-assemble means you can assume that if electrons, protons and neutrons are there and they are present outside of the atom, they will be very unstable. So they will just self-assemble, they will concentrate in a particular area, in a particular very small area or volume, and that volume will be known as atom. Because electrons and protons do attract each other, and protons and neutrons are attracted by gluons. So gluons are another exotic particle that I didn't write here. So protons and neutrons are attracted by gluons inside the nucleus, and protons and electrons are attracted by electrostatic force of attraction. So that is the point. But that is it. Entrance exam with lesser competition than JEE. Simple IIT nest. 10 minutes. Okay. So simple IIT nest. So let me just complete these things. So this is the last thing of today. So language of chemistry. Okay. Then there is another exam, ISI CMI, right? And there is an exam for BITSAT, BITS Pilani, right? I think. So these are the types of exams that you can go through. CUET is another exam. So CUET will also have less competition as compared to JEE and NEET, right? So first thing is chemical symbols. So basically chemical symbols, what are chemical symbols? Do you know? Yeah, Aditya, you can pass NEET, JEE, IIT, NEST, whatever, through these lectures, through these notes for sure, if you are serious enough and sincere enough. Okay, so what are chemical symbols? So chemical symbols are basically one or two letters that are used to represent particular elements in chemistry. So one or two letters used to represent chemical elements. Okay, for example, carbon. So carbon element is represented by symbol C, letter C. Similarly, nitrogen is represented by symbol N. Similarly, iron is represented by symbol Fe. So these are the chemical symbols in chemistry that we use. So these are the language of chemistry, right? Yeah, particular element in the chemistry. Secondly, formulas. So chemical formulas. So basically, what are chemical formulas? So these are the notations that represent particular compounds in chemistry. So I would say notations that represent particular compounds. Okay, for example, water is a compound, so its chemical formula or molecular formula is H2O. Carbon dioxide is a compound, so it is represented by chemical formula or molecular formula CO2. Right? So this is again a part of language of chemistry. Okay. Notations means these things, H2O, CO2, formulas basically. Right? Okay. So next thing is chemical reaction or chemical equations. Okay. So chemical equations are the equations that represent chemical reactions. Okay. So I would say equations that represent chemical reactions. Example, H2 plus O2 will give you H2O 2. I am just balancing the chemical reaction. So this is an equation that is representing the formation of water reaction. So this is again a part of language of chemistry. Right? And last but not the least, chemical bond. Okay, so chemical bond. So bond is basically a lasting force of attraction between two atoms that will keep those atoms together. So we'll go into these things in detail, don't worry, we'll go into chemical bond in detail in chemical bonding chapter, but this is just an overview. So basically, lasting force of attraction between two atoms in a molecule, or I would say two or more atoms, between two or more atoms in a molecule. For example, you see this H2O molecule. So the shape of this H2O molecule is like this, H, H. There will be two lone pairs, right? Or I should make it properly, oxygen, H, H. Okay, so you see this thing, this oxygen and these hydrogen, this line that is between oxygen and hydrogen, it represents the lasting force of attraction that are keeping these two oxygen and hydrogen together. So this is nothing but chemical bond. Okay, so basically in a molecule, two or more atoms have chemical bonds between them, right? So these are the language of chemistry. So this was the general overview of chemistry that I have given you today, right? And I've told you the complete syllabus and guidelines about me and everything, right? So now, do you have any doubt till now? Obviously you will have a lot of doubts, but we'll address those doubts as we'll move forward in the batch. Okay, yeah, ionic bond, metallic bond, coordinate bond, covalent bond, right? Majuli, those are not years. These are lone pair of electrons. These are electrons. We'll study about them in chemical bonding. Don't worry. Yeah, Nargis, you can say, more stable the bond is, more stable will be the molecule. Yeah. Here I'm not very much sure about this one, but I will get back to you about that. Okay, don't worry. Okay. Why are atoms building blocks? I told you, no, Akshat. Because atom is the smallest entity which will retain the property of matter. So whatever is the property of this pen, when I will disintegrate this pen, its atom will have the same property. But if I will disintegrate the atom, it will be disintegrated into electron, proton and neutron. So electron, protons and neutrons won't have the same property as that of this pen. Okay, and similarly, electrons, protons, and neutrons are themselves very unstable. So they will themselves self-assemble into an atom. So atom is the most stable state of electron, proton, and neutron. That's why subatomic particles are never the building blocks, because they are independently very unstable. So building block is atom. Okay. 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 Quantum mechanics is not in the chemistry syllabus. A small portion of quantum mechanics will be there in atomic structure. Okay, so don't worry about that. It will be very basic. Okay, so at the end, I just want to say that this was our first class. So if you see your strength, you are 45 to 50 students in this batch. So this is very advantageous for you. In Hindi batch, in English batch, there will be a lot of audience. So I won't be able to, concentrate. I won't be able to focus on you guys. But here I can focus on each and every guy, each and every girl, each and every student. So treat this as personalized course for you. It does not matter if you belong to HOMI 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, but this is a personalized session for you, kind of. You can even unmute yourself, you can ask your doubts there, and then you can, be chill. You can consider this as a one-on-one class as well. Okay, so this is very advantageous for you, if you ask me. Okay, if I would have been at your place, I would have been very happy to join SciAstra English batch, because the audience is very less, so I can focus on you, you can focus on the subject, and it is very good for you. Okay, do you agree with me what I'm saying? सारांश बाल, हाँ भाई सारांश बाल पहचान लिया, ठीक है. Yeah, so this is very advantageous for you. The only thing is your attendance should be very full. Okay. Not buttering this up, but I first time felt heard. Akshat. So that is the advantage of this batch, because only 50 students are there, right? But the point is, this attendance will go on decreasing as the year will move on. But you should not do that. I want these 50 students to be very constant, right from the first class up until the last class. You 50 students should be there in my class. Okay? Why? Because I always believe in this quote. A life devoid of consistency will be devoid of any success as well. So if you are not consistent, you want to do anything and you are not consistent, you won't see success. That's for sure. So next 2 years, HOMI batch, then you will go to Vikram batch, or you will go to 12th class, come to SciAstra. In HOMI batch as well, you are with SciAstra. Be consistent with your mentors. Follow the mentors' guides. Do the homework which we are giving. Revise the things which we are giving to you. These 50 students, I want all of you to clear IAT, NEST, JEE, NEET, whatever. And you can. You can. Trust me, you can. Just be serious. Be consistent. Be with us. We are just like your elder brothers, elder sisters. We are there to guide you. We are just like your family. So trust us. Be here with us. Okay. We are there with you. ठीक है. Okay. Chorchika, this interaction is possible in English batch, but see, here the audience is 50. In English batch, there will be 200 students, 300 students. So will it be possible for me to, focus on each and every 300 students? I will give my best to do that. But it is more easier for me to focus on each and every of the students in your 50 student class. Right? Do you agree with that? So this is an advantage for you guys. Right? No, Nargis, there is no DPP for this class. You will get the DPP when we will be starting with your first chapter, which is your SBC and stoichiometry, which means in the next class, like on Monday. So on Monday you have a class with me from 7:10 to 8:40. So we will start with SBC and stoichiometry. So in the second or third class of your chapter, you will get the DPPs, maybe second class. Okay, so don't worry about that. So those who are consistent, those who will attend the classes regularly, I can promise you, you will be selected. If you are serious enough, you do all the things that your mentors are saying. Those who won't be attending the classes, if this attendance will drop from 50 to 10 in the last days, so then those 40 students who are not attending the class, then there is, we can't do anything. We are not magicians that at the end you will come there and say that, Bhaiya, I didn't do that, I didn't attend class, so now what to do? we won't be able to help you then, right? So be with us entire year, right? Right? Majuli, you can do that. You can do that. You can cancel the request to switch to English batch because English is much better, I think, right? What do you actually mean by retaining the properties? Because small change in its orientation will change its physical properties. Bond? No, a gold atom will have the same properties as that of a gold, block. Okay, same color, same number of electrons. So same number of electrons means same chemical reactivity, same electrical conductivity. Everything will be same, right? Only those properties will change, which will obviously change due to bulking up of the atoms. So when atoms will be bulk up to form a matter, their properties will change, but that will change in any case. But the point is, I'm talking about the fundamental properties. They will remain same for gold atom and gold block, right? Right? So basically, okay, then now you have your maths class from 7:10. So I should leave you. So bye bye, be consistent, and I am here with you. You have any doubt in chemistry, any doubt in personal life, you can always come to me and just be consistent. So basically, you have maths class or physics class? Maths? Maths class, right? So basically you have maths class now from 7:10. So we will give you 10 minutes break between each class so you can refresh, you can have your snacks, and you can be refreshed for your next class. Okay. So bye bye. Thank you. I will see you on Monday. So did you like the class or what? You can just leave the comments on YouTube, or you can just whatever, do that. So basically, bye bye. So we'll meet on Monday. Okay.